Planet Earth has a great deal of water stored in the form of ice. Here is a glacier from Iceland, and you can see the water which is melting from the glacier. As our climate warms, glaciers throughout the world are shrinking as more of their water melts and will contribute to sea level rise. The same is true of Greenland, seen here from above. If all of the immense amounts of ice trapped in Greenland were to melt, sea level would rise by 7 meters, by about 23 feet. Far more ice is trapped in the land ice sheets of Antarctica. If Antarctica were to melt, this alone would raise sea level by 58 meters. This is about 180 feet. And NASA estimates that the amount of land ice from this Antarctic ice sheet, which has melted, has been the equivalent of 150 billion metric tons of ice per year in recent decades. This ice melt contributes then to sea level rise. Sea ice is also melting, like this sea ice in Glacier Bay in Iceland. Now, sea ice melting does not contribute to sea level rise. However, since sea ice often helps to stabilize land ice, the loss of sea ice will often then result in the loss of additional land ice. And since white ice reflects sunlight back into space, as opposed to blue ocean water, which would absorb the sun's energy, the loss of more sea ice results in a warming planet because more of the sun's energy is absorbed then by the ocean. In the year 2023, Antarctica lost so much sea ice that at the maximum sea ice extent, so this is the point at which the sea ice around Antarctica reaches its maximum in the coldest part of the year, it reached a record low, and the maximum came 13 days earlier than usual. This not only broke the record but by a significant amount, by over 1 million square kilometers, or 398 million square miles. If one were to compare the maximum sea ice extent around Antarctica in 2023 to that which was considered average over the period of 1981 to 2010, 2023's area was less by 175 million square kilometers. That's 675 million square miles. This amount of ice is equivalent to 20% of the continental United States, which would have been sea ice a few decades ago, but is now open ocean water, which is absorbing heat.